Welcome back, gamers, to a regular episode with a special twist of the Slow Run Cast. I am your host, the Iraqi Balboa, joined by my friend and co-host, live out of my basement, Derwin Luke, or as I prefer to call him, the Derwinator.
What's up?
How you doing, man?
Good.
Good. We've already been doing this for an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So we've been recording a lot for sure. And we are joined today by my friend coming here a year after he was on here last, Joad Navid, the Black Zeto, the king of Gran Turismo. What's the ranking again?
Not
20?
top 10, not top 20, but
What is it?
it was like
You breached.
I've reached top 100 once.
Okay, that's good. We just finished recording our special Game Awards predictions episode. We predicted both announcements and winners. But here, since we're here, we're just gonna do a regular news cycle episode plus review a game that all three of us have been playing. Do you guys want to start with a review, or do you want to start with?
I think we should start with the review. Let's do it. Let's switch it up this
Let's
time.
do it. Switch it up. All three of us have played and beat, actually in co-op.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same playthrough. Marvel Cosmic Invasion, the next game from Tribute Games, the developer of TMNT Shredder's Revenge, published by .mu. So this game came out on Monday, December 1st. We're talking almost like a week after it came out. And the three of us plus another friend of mine, we all played full playthrough, 4 hours long, start to finish. And I don't know if you've played any more, Derwin, but me and Joad have played some more,
Yeah.
and I've played even more than him. So
Yeah. I heard you got the platinum, right?
I have got the platinum as of last night or the night before. The night before,
Night before.
I got the platinum.
Crazy. I haven't played after the first playthrough. I'm trying to scrounge up more friends to do a second co-op playthrough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess who wants to start this off? This is weird. I got a lot of thoughts about this game. So do we want to start with the guy who has the lots of thoughts, and then you guys could bounce off my thoughts, or do you guys want to go in fresh?
Why don't I go like super quick top level on
Okay.
like just vibes basically.
Okay.
I think this game's fun. It's definitely fun co-op. I don't know how fun it would be single player. It's challenging enough, I feel, with 4 people. I think a single player might find it difficult. They're doing it all alone.
Oh, spoilers! I think it's easier.
Oh, it is actually
There's less
easier.
Less stuff
enemies
on
and
your
stuff.
screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love seeing like the pixel art Marvel heroes. I think this is a game that's like a must play almost. It's $35. It's good fun if you have friends to play with. All the special combo moves are kind of cool. And yeah, I just wish the character roster was bigger.
15 characters though. We got a lot of characters.
No, when you double up, right? Then there's not many.
Yeah, I just feel like
Yeah, but
By the
that's
time-
also cool. It lets you double up. Like that's
Yeah.
yeah, but by the time that you have 4 players and times 2, like that's most of the roster basically picked out. I just would like more options.
yeah. So the characters in the game are Captain America, Nova, Storm, Venom, Spider-Man, Violet, or whatever her name is, She-Hulk,
Phoenix.
Iron Man, Black Panther, Rocket Raccoon, Ghost
Star-Lord.
Rider. Pardon?
Star-Lord.
No.
Star-Lord's not in it? I thought he
No.
was.
There's Silver.
Star-Lord is in Token.
Yeah,
It's
but
all
what is this?
mushing.
All mushing together. You've been playing the beta. I'm forgetting something.
Beta Ray
Silver
Bill.
Surfer. What?
Yes,
Beta
Beta
Ray
Ray
Bill.
Bill.
Beta Ray Bill.
Ghost Rider. I don't know if you said
There's
that.
one more.
Yeah, it's,
Wolverine.
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 yeah, it's technically Cosmic Ghost Rider too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cosmic
Super
Ray.
specific, I
It's
guess.
very different.
Apparently.
Okay. Anyway, Derwin, sorry I cut you off there. Yeah. You were
Yeah.
talking about character. Yeah.
I just think that the variation in character could just be a little bit more. I'd like to see some other favorites.
Now my question to you is, have you played any of these modern beat 'em up games recently, like the River City Girls games, TMNT Shredder's Revenge, Streets of Rage 4, Absolute, Power Rangers game from last year, Double Dragon Revive? Have you guys played any of these games?
Yeah, I've played the Power Rangers one and I've played the TMNT one. So
Okay.
huge nostalgia.
So how would you compare this to either of those?
I don't think it's that much different.
Do you think
Yeah.
it's better, worse, or on par?
I think they're all kind of on par, to be honest.
Derwin, any other thoughts you had about the top level?
No, I think that's more or less it. I enjoyed the game. I would say it's like a 7-8-ish. Like nothing outstanding, but I think it's still a super fun time.
So you do plan on going back?
Yes, I do want to complete a second.
Do you want to play
playthrough.
with some other like friends? Because I'm available. I've been playing every night.
I think we already did like 2-3
I've done
playthroughs.
like 2-3 playthroughs.
Yeah,
at this point.
I'm down to play
I'm
some more
available
as well.
what I need left to do. I have the platinum, but what I still want to do is get all my characters to level 10.
Yeah.
Got 6 more to go, and I want to play a run on arcade mode.
Oh,
see if I
yeah,
could
with,
get through a
with
full
some of the modifiers.
Not really. I don't really care for the modifiers. They're either like a terrible handicap or terrible bonus. That's like, okay, this isn't really arcade mode anymore. So not really, but I probably want to play it on hard on arcade mode. I already tried to start one run like that.
Yeah.
The thing is, I want to upgrade my characters first because I don't know if you could level up your characters in arcade mode. The game doesn't really explain that properly. Like I can't see if I'm leveling up my characters or not. I need to check the internet again. Yeah, I just want to do that on hard. That feels like it's authentic. And on arcade mode, you know how on the base campaign, how there was like meandering paths? When you pick a path in arcade mode, you have to stick to that path. Okay. All right. Joad, we can move on to you. Thoughts about this game?
It was fun. 4-player did get a bit insane because like a lot of these special abilities, especially, they're big. They take up the whole screen. So on 4 players, it was a bit difficult to even kind of find out where you are. But I wouldn't consider that a knock.
When Derwin was talking about like, I don't know how this game would be single player, it would be fun or not.
We've had less people.
I'm agreed with Joad. Actually, Derwin, with less people, I think it's superior. I think it's superior as a 1-player, 2-player game, maybe 3 pushing it. But actually, 4 becomes chaotic.
Like I've literally lost myself.
Your team can carry you though, so that's kind of the
Yeah, but it was
part
also
of the fun
like
in the way.
it's kind of almost brain dead. 4 players, I think.
Oh yeah, you just spam.
Okay, that's fair.
And I mean, we've all griped about this, the depth perception. You can't tell how far in the screen you are or not. It's hard to hit people.
Yeah,
It's hard to parry.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's weird that they had a parry or block mechanic at all.
it's very useful if you're playing single player. Actually, helps mandatory against some bosses.
Maybe just because the 4-player is a little bit more like everybody's hitting something, so less of a
Mhm.
chance to use it.
But I don't know, other than that, it was fun. Just for me personally, like I like the game. I can only play it for a certain amount of time before I'm like, okay, I'm gonna move on to something else and then come back to it later.
And I think that's what we were looking for at the end of the year anyways. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's so much on our backlog. I'm
Yeah.
actively playing like multiple games, so yeah, it was nice just to like hang out, play with 4 people, and then just beat the game in one go.
For sure. It's a nice couch co-op game too. With some friends. Any other thoughts?
No, overall pretty fun. I probably 7-8. Probably give it.
Okay, my turn. I would also give it a 7-8, but I feel like my review is going to be much more negative than you guys. I'm an enthusiast for these beat 'em up games, these modern beat 'em ups. I love Streets of Rage 4. You know, I adore TMNT Shredder's Revenge. One of my favorite games from that year. I had so much fun with that game. River City Girls as well. There's some games that are not really that great, like in the Scott Pilgrim game feels like it's aged too much. Like that game is no fun. But I had really high hopes and expectations for this game. I think Derwin, you knew that I was really, really excited for this game. One of my top anticipated games. I was kind of like confused as to why we didn't have a release date when they said it was coming out 2025.
Yeah, we didn't even have a price until the day of.
Yeah. So I was really looking forward to this game. I love TMNT Shredder's Revenge. I cannot stress that. Like, that game is great. Coming off Marvel Cosmic Invasion, aside from the character versatility, which is something we don't see in TMNT, for, you know, for story reasons, right?
Yeah.
They're all the turtles with weapons at the end of the day. the character versatility, the tag team stuff, which I believe really shines in single player when you could like load it up right and do the right thing. And maybe some of the animations got better and the art design, like the pixel art is insane in this game. Aside from those elements, I think TMNT Shredder's Revenge is superior to this game in every other dimension. I don't know what happened here, honestly, with Tribute games. It feels like there's a bunch of stuff that's like lower quality of life. Like, I don't understand why. Like, sure, these games aren't meant to be played for the story, but I felt like TMNT Shredder's Revenge had a more cohesive story that I was at least following along with. I had no idea what was going on with this. There's Annihilus, and then there's Gladicus, and then there's I don't even know who. I'm not really into the Marvel Cosmic stuff. Anyway, the levels felt like they had no cohesion. The overworld map for the level was just like, go to these dots. Where it was in TMNT Shredder's Revenge, the turtles hop in the van and you drive the van around to the next stage. In the levels in TMNT Shredder's Revenge, there was like more collectibles to find, more silly things to do. There was nothing here. There's like, go grab the freaking cube. What's the cube? What does it do? What is it? Nothing.
I don't remember. Did they have challenges in TMNT?
They did have challenges in TMNT Shredder's Revenge, yeah.
Do you think that the challenges were easier or harder as well?
I recall, I think harder.
On TMNT or?
TMNT. Yeah, there was a lot of challenges like don't get hit in the stage. There's none of that really in Cosmic. Yeah, so that's one thing. Like the collectibles, like whatever, who cares? You go to the Cosmic whatever Matrix thing where that's where you unlock stuff. Like, what am I really unlocking? Like soundtracks that I'm already hearing so I could hear them again. Like even the skins were like, there's like one or two cool skins for every character, and that's it. And
yeah, it was like colored skins too. It wasn't a full costume change.
It was just a color change, right? It was like whatever, who cares? And then like I don't know, like again, the overworld was kind of weird. The collectibles were weird. There was like nothing really. Even the platinum was so easy. I usually don't complain about an easy platinum. I can't complain about a stupid hard platinum. But it was easy in a way. There was like almost nothing to do immediately after the game. There's even no push to do arcade mode. Like I'm forcing myself with the idea of arcade mode because there are no arcade mode trophies. Yeah, and I'm just kind of like, okay, like what's next? Like I want there to be more for this game. As far as the actual level design, I think it's horrendous compared to TMNT Shredder's Revenge. These areas look the same to me. They literally exist on a plane of like this big, just go up and down like in a small section. Whereas TMNT, they're like the area, the 3 dimensions that you can move in are larger. The depth perception is horrendous. TMNT has way better depth perception in this game. You can't even see where you're landing, where you're hitting. They almost opted to go for a camera angle whereby it almost looks like it's a fighting game rather than a beat 'em up. I think that was maybe an intentional art design. I don't think it works very good. I think it just makes it a mess. The enemy variety was horrendous. I felt like I was fighting the same guys in the beginning of the game as I was fighting in the end of the game, really. Nothing really interesting going on as far as enemy varieties. The bosses weren't as memorable as TMNT. Again, maybe it has something to do with TMNT Shredder's Revenge. Like, we knew all those characters, whereas I'm not really that familiar with this cosmic aspect of the Marvel Universe. So I don't really know who Annihilus is or...
Beta Ray Bill.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's that. Like, even the last boss on TMNT is like Shredder, you know what I mean? Great fight. The boss fight on this was kind of like whatever. It wasn't real. Yeah, it wasn't really memorable. There was no special levels. TMNT Shredder's Revenge had like each area had a unique backdrop, and then there was a special element to it. This game, the only level that mixes it up is Asgard, where you begin the stage where you're on that like rainbow, and it's just flying, and then enemies are coming and you're hitting them. Otherwise, every other stage, I think there's one more stage where you're on a train, and then you have to like jump up and down.
Oh
to
yeah,
avoid
and
things.
I remember getting wrecked
Or
on that.
the Thanos level, you can choose the top door or the bottom door.
Oh, choose the Thanos level. It's like, oh, you want to go up or you want to go down? That was it. Every other level was like so like samey. I was just like, where did the funding go? Like, so I find myself like wanting more from this game and not really having it. Like, it's like, oh, yo, I want to like upgrade all these characters, level them up. But like, it's like, do what? Like, right now I'm still playing it. And I'm just like, I've already beat this level, already did all these challenges. One thing I would say, I would recommend if you haven't played this game and you still want to play it, like, don't let me like put you off from it. But it's funner if on your first playthrough of the campaign, you switch your characters up. Don't do the dumb thing that I did, which is pick 2 characters and stick with them for the whole run, because you're going to get bored of them. And I also picked, I think, not the 2 best characters. I don't think Spider-Man, Captain America is a little bit better than Spider-Man, but I don't think Spider-Man's the greatest character. But what I would do is each level has a set of challenge associated with a specific 2 characters. Every level, I would just switch it up to those 2 characters.
Yeah.
If you're playing co-op with more than one person, you can't really do that because
Yeah, because people are going to be taking the characters that you want.
yeah. So, but it'd be a fun way to play through. Going back, actually, I was really down. I know I sound really down. I was really down on this game after that first day we played. I was like so down. I was like, this is the most brain dead game. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't even know what the combos were. I don't even what we're playing. I don't know what the story was. I did not have a lot of fun, honestly, that first thing. I actually enjoyed it a little bit more. It brought it back from like a 6 to a 7 and 8 when we went back and started playing the challenges on the individual levels.
Yeah. Another thing I forgot to mention, quality of life. Once you're in the character select screen, you all have to back out of the party to get back into the mission select.
That was weird. Like, it's like,
Yeah, that was really weird.
yeah, you have to leave your game if you want to get into the mission select if you pick the wrong game by accident. The wrong mission, yeah. So I don't know. I'm not that happy with this game at the end of the day. I think going back and revisiting it and trying to do the challenges and trophies and trying to try all the characters made it worthwhile for me. But following that first playthrough, I was just like, whatever. Like, I was still not that impressed. TMNT is still a superior game for me. I said maybe this is like some like bias I have because it lives like a La La Land in my head. TMNT Shredder's Revenge. I went back and freaking turned on my Xbox and played it. I still think it's funner. Like, I went back. I'm like, I got to check this out for myself. Am I just making stuff in my head? No, I think TMNT is the. But I don't think this is a bad game either. For sure, 7. Definitely fun.
But like the content for the price point, bruh.
Yeah.
I mean, it was $35 with the Steam sale. Or free on Game Pass, right?
Well, but the problem with the Game Pass is now the subscription service is $35. So it's like, you know.
I mean, let's say you were like me playing Indiana Jones and
You're playing something
Cosmic
else. Yeah.
Invasion. That makes sense,
can't,
right?
Yeah.
Those are my thoughts about Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Do you guys have like any closing thoughts? And then I was gonna ask if you guys have a favorite character. What do you guys think the best character is?
Storm.
Storm?
The most
Okay.
OP character.
Okay. When we played our playthrough run, you were talking smack. Because you're like, oh, look how good I'm doing. Well, I'm
Yeah.
freaking most kills, most everything. And I was like, I guess Derwin's really good at this game. And I'm playing with Spider-Man, I'm playing with Captain America. I've gone back and I've played every single character and I've played them a lot. You were playing with the most OP character in the game.
100%.
She was broken, okay?
She was pretty broke.
She was broken, yeah. Storm was really good.
I like Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider's really good too.
Yeah, Ghost Rider's fun. Iron Man's fun, especially with his special beam. That's fun.
I don't like Iron Man. Yeah.
And then I hate Beta Ray Bill. It's too slow. I hate She-Hulk. It's too slow.
She-Hulk was too slow, I think.
Yeah, she's very slow. It is kind of fun throwing the enemies across the map, though.
Yeah.
But for that, like Wolverine, his throw is so fun.
Like, you could just destroy people with Wolverine. Yeah.
What other character I played a lot? I didn't mind Captain America. I liked him because like the fact that his shield return also damages.
Yeah.
Nice combos.
Beta Ray Bill also had that ability
Yeah.
where the shield return.
But I hate Beta Ray Bill. So slow.
I loved Cosmic Surfer once I
I
got used to
I
him.
haven't played him yet.
Silver Surfer, Wolverine, really fun. Storm was really fun. Phoenix is fun when you get her passive
Yeah,
side
the
with
fire.
fire. Yeah. Phyla Vale is, I think, possibly my favorite character. She's insane. She has this like, what's the character in Marvel Rivals that Magic? She has that move where, like, if you hit someone, you could teleport to them. That's your triangle. So you hit someone, you teleport to them, and you. Anyway, that is our Marvel Cosmic Invasion review. Let us get into stories for this week. Guys, did you hear about this one? It dropped pretty late. Netflix has agreed to buy Warner Brothers, including all the development studios, of course, for I think a sum of like $82.7 billion. Apparently, there were weeks of bidding from companies including Comcast, Paramount, Skydance, but these are the guys who won the bid. Just to remind you guys, Warner Brothers owns Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, and the DC Universe, as well as the development studios for Mortal Kombat, Batman Arkham, and Hogwarts Legacy, as well as the Lego Game Studios TT Games. All going to Netflix. We know Netflix tried to get into gaming like a year or two ago. They shut down their big gaming development studio, but now they have some big AAA development studios. If this purchase goes through, do you guys have any thoughts about this? I mean, I know Warner Brothers was hurting a lot. This last year, we were talking about them a lot on the podcast. Obviously, this is going to be another like Activision Blizzard thing. It has to go through regulation. The U.S. competition regulator is likely to get involved before the deal closes. And Netflix is offering a $5 billion breakup fee if regulators don't approve of the deal.
DC Universe could pop off because their series, from what I've heard, are pretty good. Their movies, garbage.
But they've changed the helm for DC multiple times, right? I just think that they have difficulties figuring out like what they want to do with their characters. Yeah, they need who's the guy that does Marvel? Josh Whedon?
I don't know,
Joss
man.
Whedon?
To be honest, I'll be frank to the listeners. I don't really do too much like superhero stuff outside of games. I don't really watch a lot of superhero stuff.
Yeah, they just need a mastermind basically to fix all their character issues.
What do you think about Netflix actually doing this? Like, are you worried for Warner Brothers or
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this. I'm going to be straight up. It's just the more things that are owned by the same people, I just feel like, they just basically take all the IP and then people are left behind. And then the issue with Netflix is that they just take forever to develop things now, and then they cancel things if they're not doing like crazy hot right
It's just
away.
IP hoarding, and then we're not going to actually get anything out of it.
Exactly.
I couldn't find any articles on this, but do you think Netflix is thinking about the gaming aspect of Warner Brothers in this purchase? Because we know Netflix has been trying to get into games, but you think that really didn't?
No, I don't think so. WB was already struggling with their games division. I think they're buying it simply for the IP.
The IP. It wasn't there's no like thought like, oh, these guys also do games. We've been trying to get into games. Because what happened to Netflix games? They had the big AAA studio. They shut it down. They've been doing the smaller stuff. I don't know. I mean, I think they laid off a bunch of people from the Oxenfree studio, which was one of their in-house studios.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably just buying it for all the big IP.
Well, we can move on from Netflix. Well, I mean, this is not going to happen tomorrow or the day after. They need to get this approved. It's going to be another FTC thing, probably. What I think won't be an FTC thing, because Jared Kushner is on it, is the Saudi Arabia purchase of EA. But we have come to find out from a report by the Wall Street Journal, which is estimating that Saudi Arabia's public investment fund will own 93% of EA as part of this proposed buyout, which we talked about like a month ago. We didn't have any numbers of who's spending what, but the bulk is coming from the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund, 93.4%. The other investors are Silver Lake Partners and Jared Kushner's Affinity Partners. Silver Lake will be investing 5.5%, and Jared Kushner will be 1.1%, his Affinity Partners. So this is a Saudi Arabia heavy deal. I think Jared Kushner is just on this to get the approval from the government. And apparently this is considered unusual for a sovereign wealth fund to take such a percentage, including the Public Investment Fund from Saudi Arabia. Usually they don't do this. They own small shares, a portion of different companies. We also talked how they're not spending any more money in anything this year. So they've put a halt. They have a bunch of mega projects that aren't going great. There's like some future city. There's like some cafe thingy. And then there's, what else was it, Derwin? There was some other stupid thing that wasn't working for them.
There was a whole bunch.
Yeah.
I think their golf is the most popular one, to be honest.
Yeah.
Were they getting into soccer as well, or football?
I mean, they are getting into soccer. So the Saudi Arabian Pro League 2 years ago I don't know where they got this money from. It must have been from the Public Investment Fund. They just gave these teams money to be able to have the purchasing power to go after elite players that play in Europe's top leagues to make the league more competitive. Obviously, this was 2 years ago where they picked up Cristiano Ronaldo. That was the big deal. Cristiano Ronaldo went to Al-Nassr, but that was not it. There was like a purchasing spree. And it was insane because a lot of really top-of-the-line players who were in the peak of their career, or maybe on the back end of their career, but still pretty peak players, were choosing to go to Saudi Arabia instead of continue to play in an elite European league because the money was
Chasing
way
that
better.
bag.
The way
Money, right?
So, yeah, Sergio Milinkovic-Savic did that. Sadio Mane. What's a bunch of players like Karim Benzema went to the Ittihad, I think, and it continued. So it's still continuing to this day. And now we're even seeing like younger players who are like, yo, well, let me just
Get the bag real quick.
get the bag real quick. Even coaches, last year Champions League finalist with Inter Milan, Simone Inzaghi, he went to a Saudi Arabian team after that Champions League loss with Inter Milan. So I don't know. Yeah, they are heavy into soccer for sure. And don't forget the 2034 World Cup will be in Saudi Arabia. They won the bid for that. So it's all part of the 2030. I mean, we could really make this political, and I think I've talked about it in the past here on the podcast, everyone, but you would need a deep dive to know like exactly why they're doing all this. And what I mean deep dive is not they just butchered one journalist. Like, there's way more than that. Saudi Arabia has killed more than one journalist and has more than one person in jail. You know what I mean? There's more evil behind the scenes than one journalist butchered in an embassy and women's rights. But like, not saying those things aren't important, but there's a lot more stuff that they're trying to change their image about.
They already have the Esports World Cup.
What's that? The Esports World Cup. They bought Evo recently. They bought Evo from Sony, did they not? Or am I mistaken? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just accusing them of stuff that they're not. Maybe accusing them of stuff that they're not doing. Another thing that's all been accusations this week is AI in games. Everyone, you ready for more of this? This is going to be the 2026 story of the year. Sega has now come out and discussed this as well. And they're saying they will use AI for game development, but they're holding back. They're saying we'll only use it in appropriate cases. They don't want it to take over the creative aspects of game development. And in this week, we actually got a crazy news story about a Japanese game studio that now asks the art applicants to draw a picture during their interview
in front of them, right?
To prove that they don't use Gen AI. It's an unnamed studio, and they basically said they've literally been burned on the past, where they've hired people who just made their art with Gen AI, and they just show up to the studio and they're rather unproductive.
Yeah, because all they know is just to throw the prompts in there and
Which is a skill, but not what they're looking for.
Yeah, so they literally are like, we've like lost money on this. But that's crazy. You come into the interview, they're like, okay, draw, bro. We don't want to see your portfolio. Right? People are coming up with their portfolio and like, nah, get out of here. Speaking of artists with portfolios, the artist whose designs were used in Bungie's marathon without permission says the dispute has been resolved to her satisfaction. And that is the end of it, actually. The Scottish artist is Fern 4NT1R34L Hook. This news story, for those who didn't hear, came back out in June, July last year, where there was plagiarism found in Bungie's game. Bungie didn't deny it or anything or tried to fight it off. They basically said this was a former employee that used these assets from the internet. We're sorry. They tried to make it up for her. We don't know exactly what they decided, but it's case closed the way it is right now. So we got some news from Eidos Montreal this week. Eidos Montreal has had a bunch of layoffs. But as these layoffs have been going on, we found out some crazy stuff, and this is where I was talking about Kojima and OD. But the first thing we found out was Eidos Montreal was actually working on a reboot of Legacy of Kain before Embracer bought them out from. They were Square Enix before, right? I believe so. Remember, Square Enix got rid of a bunch of their North American studios. This is an exclusive from Tom Henderson from Insider Gaming. Apparently, this game's already been canceled. They worked on it for a year, so this is not part of the recent layoffs. But we found out about another game that Eidos Montreal was working on, and it is Kojima's OD.
Ooh.
They were co-developing that with Kojima for a period of time until Kojima asked that the devs that were working on the game move to Japan as a requirement to continue working on the game. At that point, to which they severed connection and stopped working on it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I was like, really interesting. Kojima was like, yo, just come to Japan. And then like the studio was like, no, what are you trying to like?
Was there maybe a lot of foot models in that?
And we'll see who works for Eidos Montreal. Eidos Montreal feet. Speaking of Kojima, he's going to have a cameo role in Zootopia's Japanese dub coming out here in December. Zootopia, dude, he's going to be some mole or something like that. I don't know if you guys saw this.
Yeah, I did. It does look like him, though.
Apparently, the guy literally, I think the producer literally asked him. He's like, "Yo, I need you on this or something."
Yeah.
Or the film director.
I think that's what
The film's director called him and he's like, "Yo, I need you on this." Kojima.
He has a lot of cameos and stuff.
Apparently, yeah. I didn't realize that. Yeah. I didn't realize that. Let's turn our attention, Derwin, to some Sony news. Guess what's back in the news for Horizon? Not Horizon itself.
Oh, that's the
The Tencent game.
the Tencent game.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the Tencent game is back in the news. Apparently, they have now agreed to
Not promote it.
not
further,
promote
right?
it until the what do they call it?
Until the hearing is completed.
Yeah, there's a specific word, injunction motion that's happening in California next year. So Tencent has agreed to stop promoting this game in any way until they have that.
Yeah, Light of Motoram. Right?
Light of Motram or something like that. Yeah. Might be better than the... I mean, they could have just... Honestly, they could have just got them to make it. I don't know why Sony didn't just let these guys make a live service game. They let NCSoft do one,
Hey, I mean, it's not like they didn't try, okay? They asked them 3 times.
which is so weird to me. Because Sony's letting these freaking guys make a mobile PC
Yeah.
MMO for Horizon. That's not even on PlayStation. And they're like, no, you guys can't work on this. Yeah. But what PlayStation is publishing is going to be the first game from J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot Games. And it's going to be a co-op shooter directed by the Left 4 Dead's director. Did any of you guys play Left 4 Dead back in the day?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I
so
played the hell out of that.
Sony's actually going to publish this. I don't know who Bad Robot Games is, but they're a division of Bad Robot, which is a film and TV production owned by J.J. Abrams. Previously co-produced great films such as Star Wars Episode 7 to 9 and Star Trek Reboot Trilogy, Cloverfield Trilogy. But yeah, they are going to publish this 4-player co-op shooter. So if you guys are into the Left 4 Dead, you're in luck. Looks like
I mean, they have been trying to do another Left 4 Dead for a very long
Back
time.
4 Blood.
Yeah.
Did
I
you guys-
played that.
I played a little bit of it too.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed by it.
Yeah, it was whatever.
Sometimes some of these genres, I feel like they have a time, and then that time goes.
This nostalgia plays a huge factor.
Like Borderlands 4. Like Borderlands 4 came out this year, didn't get nominated for a single thing. Like
Borderlands 2 was peak for me, and that's it.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was like that.
I think that was the
Borderlands
same.
2 was like the thing,
Yeah.
and now it's like, oh, whatever. Borderlands 4. And continuing on with Sony, we all know that Sony, what was it, London studio that got closed 2 years ago, I think it was 2024. In the summer, they've actually gone off to go make the former employees of London Studio have gone off to make their own development team called Twisted Works, and they are working on kind of a rebranded version of what the game they were working on under Sony before it got canceled again. And it is called Cast Outs. They just dropped a trailer showing, it looks like it's kind of like a co-op. I'm going to just read exactly what it says. Cast Outs brings you the pure spectacle of magic where spellcasting hits with the physical impact of a brawler and the immediate kick of a shooter. Dive into the ultimate magic urban battleground where you and your friends can truly cooperate regardless of skill level. It's the perfect balance of quick fix, fun, and high-octane action built to be played together. It looks like a co-op like Ludo shooter, frankly.
I mean, the fact that they said spells and multiplayer, that sounds fun.
Yeah. If you watch the trailer, it has a Knockout City art style. I noticed that.
Mm.
It has a Knockout City vibe, frankly, with more like you're not just doing volleyball and you're like in this world and these enemies show up. So, I mean, good luck to them. I'm glad that they're back out there considering.
Sounds
there's some good
promising.
shit. Yeah. Derwin, are you excited for this limited edition Genshin Impact controller?
I'm actually very excited for it.
Did you see this one, Joad?
It looks so sick.
It looks really nice. It looks really nice. It looks like one of the better looking controllers for sure. It's Genshin Impact, so I don't care, but I might pick this one up too, brother.
Well, I'm picking it up. It looks so good.
This one is coming out. Is this a PlayStation Direct Store exclusive?
No.
It'll be released in Asia markets, including Japan, on January 1st, before launching in the Americas, Europe, Middle East, Africa, Australia, and New Zealand on February 25th, 2026. So
Japan always gets the good stuff first, man.
Oh God.
So okay, it won't be just the PlayStation Direct Store. It'll be available on the PlayStation Direct Store in the countries that actually have that store. Which I don't know why we don't have it in Canada. Okay, guys, this story is crazy. We talked a couple of episodes ago, I think, about how bad Black Ops 7 is doing. Right? Its concurrent player count is like way below Arc Raiders and Battlefield 6. Its sales, like Xbox hasn't been really talking a lot about it. People predict its sales have been like the worst a Call of Duty game has had in forever. But I found something quite peculiar. And that thing is not some rumor or something. You could go right on your PlayStation app, on your PlayStation, and go to the PS blog, and and you go to the PS blog, and it shows you at the end of the month, PlayStation Store November 2025's top downloads. And interesting enough, Black Ops 7 is the top download in the US and Canada and the EU for the month of November. Arc Raiders behind it. Now, somebody's going to turn around and tell me Arc Raiders came out in October, so maybe it makes sense. You know, less people started buying it. Arc Raiders came out on October 31st. It's, for all practical purposes, a November game. If it should be outdoing Call of Duty Black Ops 7 on console, I think we would see it top of this list. But it's not. It's second in North America, and it's third in the EU. So, I don't know. The reason why I want to bring this up is maybe Black Ops 7 isn't doing as good as other Call of Duty games, for sure. I don't think it's doing that bad from the sound of it. If you top the PlayStation chart for a month, you're probably A-okay.
Yeah. I mean, for them being bad isn't terrible. They still make so much money.
Yeah, they're not going to be hurting, right?
I mean, Microsoft might be a little bit depressed from the sales numbers because they were probably hoping for way better. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it's, are you profitable or are you not? And I mean, I'd rather much be profitable than not.
I think there's also a risk of using Steam charts and Steam concurrent players and trying to gauge how well a game is doing, because it's apparent that there are some games that seem to not have a console appeal when they're blowing up on PC and vice versa.
Arc Raiders.
Yeah. So Arc Raiders not being top on console tells me maybe it is a PC more where a lot of these PC guys are getting on, but the console guys who just play, you know, the 2K and the Madden and the COD and the Fortnite every year, they don't even know what the hell Arc Raiders is. They just bought the new COD, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't even pay attention to the new Battlefield. So I don't know. I thought it was interesting. That is a first-party game from Xbox, but according to Xbox, their best third-party game for this year on Game Pass is Clair Obscur Epic Expedition 33. They didn't really give numbers, but they said based on the data for the number of unique players who played the title in the first 30 days of launch, it did the best for Game Pass. I mean, I don't know what to think about that. I think it probably is the reviews coming out and saying it's really good, that the people with Game Pass are like, oh, I guess I should play this. I don't imagine that. You know? I mean, I was gonna try it anyway because it came to Game Pass, but when the reviews came out, I was like, okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you have to try it after
have to
the
play
reviews.
it. Yeah. So, and then speaking of Clair Obscur, and we just went through our nominations of who we think is gonna win, but What do you guys think about adding a motion capture category to the Game Awards? This is something that came up from the actors of Claire Obscure this week.
I heard about that, yeah. Because of Charlie Cox was saying that like his motion cap guy did a lot more than he did.
Yeah.
Some years are going to struggle to find nominees.
It's a weird one because some games, like the motion capture actor is the voice actor.
Yeah, I feel like it almost basically becomes a combined category with best voice actor.
It's called best performance, right?
Yeah,
But they always give it to the voice actor. Like, think about Troy Baker in The Last of Us is the voice actor and the motion capture actor, right? Norman Reedus, Death Stranding. Milena Juergens in Senua Saga Hellblade. Christopher Judge, even though I've never actually seen
Oh, you've never seen the
Christopher
behind
Judge.
the scenes?
Yeah, I
for
don't
it?
think I have. Christopher Judge. Yeah, it's not always that, especially on some of these big AAA games, it's usually the same person.
But yeah, some years you would struggle to find nominees.
Yeah, because motion capture is only a AAA thing,
Yeah.
really, first of all. And if it's only a AAA thing, it's also another niche thing where the performer is not the same as the voice actor. I mean, I think it's because this game, they wanted to make it appeal to the French audience, but then also...
Yeah, have a appeal in the Americas.
You succeeded.
I don't know. We'll see. I would prefer if they add a remake remaster category first. Next news story over here is, speaking of Game Awards, is the Prince of Persia: Sands of Time will not be at the Game Awards. But we talked about that on the other episode. So for those who don't know, though, Prince of Persia: Sands of Time has been leaked or rumored following Ubisoft's last quarterly earnings call, whereby the rumor was this game is going to come out in January. So everybody was thinking we're going to see it at the Game Awards. Ubisoft has come out directly and said that no, don't expect it at this year's Game Awards. Also, we got more Ubisoft news this year. The Splinter Cell remake has a new director, which tells me the Splinter Cell remake's alive. Guess who the new director is? The same guy who left the Splinter Cell remake as the director 3 years ago. He's back. He's back, baby.
It's come full circle.
I don't know what's
He's
going
back.
on in here. Yeah, this game seems very far away. Developed by Ubisoft Toronto. Tells me it's in a little bit of development hell because seems like it's going to be a minute. They just got a new director. Have you guys ever played Splinter Cell back in the day when you were kids?
A long time ago.
PS2.
Oh, bro, those were good games.
Yep.
Shovel Knight Studio Yacht Club Games is saying their next game, Mina the Hollower, is make or break. And if they don't succeed, they're going to need more money for the next thing. Mina the Hollower was supposed to come out October 31st, but it's been delayed indefinitely. They say they just need to sell 500,000 copies and they'll be good. Even 200,000, they'll be okay. 100,000, not so good. Are you worried for them, Derwin, considering their last game, Hollow Knight or Shovel Knight? I believe, where was the number? It sold, I don't know how many million. 3 million copies. I think they're okay, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a beloved series, so
Are you guys looking forward to Mina the Hollower? I was. No? Not your thing?
not my thing.
So this is the reason why Shovel the Yacht Games is going to fail. Because you guys won't buy Mina the Hollower. Speaking of indie games, Derwin, we got more news about this horses game. The drama isn't over. The game we talked about last episode.
Yeah, the weird. Was it a French game?
It was Italian.
Italian game that
It was a horror,
get-
indie horror game that Steam basically banned.
Yep.
And then we couldn't figure out why. Epic Games, in the 11th hour, has banned the game as well.
Oh, really?
Yes. You can only get it on GOG and itch.io, and I think even itch.io, you can't get it right away. There's like a problem with something. But they said it
Really?
was going to go up.
What is wrong with this game?
And they're not giving them any information if you listen to what the developer's saying. They're like, we reviewed your game. It's against these policies. That's it. Well, what is it? Can you tell us so we could take it out of the game? No.
That's so weird.
Can you like review it again? I think the thing you were worried about, we took it out. No.
I think there's some discriminatory actions going on.
I don't know
here.
what's going on, dude. Like, does someone have beef with somebody? Like, I don't. Why?
But for both Epic and Steam to ban your game? I don't know.
And Epic wasn't banning it until the very end, just before it went live, like the day of. I think, Derwin, you have to play this game for us.
Oh my god.
I have no access to play it. I don't have a PC. I have a Steam Deck.
How much is this game? If this game
It's
is
like $4. You just check on GOG.
Rich.io.
I need to find out what is the deal with this game.
all right,
What's it called?
fine.
Horses?
Yeah, it's called Horses.
If you lead me into some weird,
I'm not leading you into anything. You need to do this homework for the team. We need to be aware of what's happening in the gaming world.
it looks really unhinged.
Okay. Might have to censor some of this.
I mean, it's got a 4.4, but I think it's a lot of the reviews are just, like, oh,
I've been
like
saying I think
just
it's
banned or whatever.
the IGN dropped a review for it. I think Eurogamer dropped a review for it. Where else did I read a review for it?
Okay, do you want to know some of the stuff that happens?
Well, I heard there was some like sex stuff in it, but I don't know how serious it was. And there was, like there's like people and they're like horses. I mean, I don't want to get too much into
There's
it.
some horse stuff going on. There's some children going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
And there's some like mass murders going on.
None of the reviews seem like it's that disturbing of a game, though, from what I've seen. There's just a disconnect. I'm reading these reviews from IGN or whatever, and no one's like, "Yeah, I guess why this thing got banned."
Mm.
Like I can't figure it out, but whatever. Everyone's gonna help us
I
out.
went on the
Oh
most
my
trusted
God.
website, Reddit.
I better get paid to play these stupid games. Mind's Eye was already terrible enough.
Dude,
You're gonna come out of change, man. I've
Dylan's
seen
gonna
some
knock on
things.
he's gonna knock on my house at 1 a.m. with his eyes bloodshot red. Guys, the Helldivers 2 PC install size is dropping by more than 80%. 2 months after Arrowhead said HDD use made it difficult. So basically, my understanding is that Helldivers 2 on PC is 154 gigs. Okay,
Jeez.
they're dropping it to 23 gigs. The reason was they were catering to people who still had HDDs instead of SSDs. In situations like that, what you want to do is you want to duplicate the information on the download file so that when it's reading it like gets that piece of information sooner if it's duplicated.
Twice as fast.
Yeah. So they were afraid that the game would be like 10 times like slower. They basically hired Nixies, who's the port studio for Sony. And Nixies like, oh guys, you don't got to worry about it. You guys are doing this all wrong. And they dropped the file size to them by whatever ridiculous percent. It's 23% now, or 23 gigs. And they're like, yo, you're okay. It only speeds up the loading screen for people on HDDs by like 3 seconds or something. And it doesn't slow down anything in game for popping up assets. And they found out apparently only 11 people still are on hard disk drives.
Yeah, if you're on hard disk drive, move to a solid state drive. What are you
20%.
doing in your life that you are still using HDD?
Yeah, I think they found a number. They found out only 11% of their players. This update hasn't rolled out yet. They're going to leave it optional, and then you could basically pick whatever you want.
Nixies needs to help Call of Duty because Call of Duty install size is wild.
Yeah, I don't think that's because
200
of
plus
that.
gigs every time.
Jawad, our last news story for this week is for me and you. Only 2% of Battlefield 6 matches during launch week were affected by cheaters, EA claims.
Yeah, I didn't see much.
Yeah, except for the one guy who ripped us. Ripped us, bro. This guy was, what was he? 105-2 by the end of like a 20-minute game?
What?
Yeah, dude, he was ripping us, bro. I was getting shot through like a 6-foot thick concrete wall, bro. Yeah, it was stupid. And then we got him banned, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was it. You guys want to chat about anything else, or are we done here?
I was gonna say I read this report. I was just on my Google feed on like the sales numbers for Black Friday for consoles.
PlayStation rock.
PlayStation killed it.
For like
Yeah.
42% was PS5, and then like low 20s was Nintendo Switch, and then like high teens was like this, almost like a Kinect type console.
Yes! I saw that
I was
thing.
like, where the hell is Xbox?
It was this weird console that has like a almost looks like a PlayStation Eye or Kinect on it. Even though, and it's like a square, it looks like a Steam machine.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, and
With a
you
camera on
play
it.
like basically like really simple like family games. It's like $200.
It's like the Xbox wasn't even close.
Yeah,
That's wild.
There was something else you mentioned
well, I mean,
earlier.
dude, the Xbox sales are dead,
Yeah.
and they know it. The Xbox sales are dead, dude. Who's gonna buy an Xbox? Let's price hike. They didn't even go on sale. They didn't go on sale this holiday season.
Because they probably don't have any to sell and they don't care.
It didn't go on sale the holiday season, and PS5s were on sale. They had
Yeah, I mean, PlayStation knocked it out of the park for sales, I think. Like,
I'm surprised Switch 2 didn't sell more, but then again, Switch 2
they don't need a discount, though, right?
It's not a
Like,
discount.
people are just going to buy it.
They're gonna keep
Guys.
that 20% like forever.
Yeah.
I did want to talk about two games that did get announced this weekend, or this week. I don't know if you guys saw any of the previews or the game trailers for it.
Yes.
The first one, Godslayer. Yes, that one looks like an Avatar,
Avatar,
in the
yeah.
Airbender-esque. It's apparently like an open world RPG.
I have not seen this.
I don't know if this is an MMO or not, but it looks pretty cool. I'm a little bit concerned it's going to end up like a Wuthering Waves, where it's like more of like a online
Where winds meet.
or where winds meet. Yes. So I don't know. It looks really cool.
God Slayer.
Yeah, the God Slayer. And then the second one, which is 10 times more interesting for me, is Soul Shogunite. That one looks sick.
Oh, the one in space.
The
Yeah, the
samurai
Space
one in
Samurai.
Samurai's in space, and you got the most anime music in the background going.
Oh, damn.
It's like Cowboy Bebop
Yeah.
almost.
Ghost of Space.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
seen this
or like
film.
Battle
That's-
Angel Alita or something like that.
I want to see.
love
I want to
that.
see combat. I mean, it could be like a Ninja Gaiden type game.
I was thinking Stellar Blade type.
Yeah, it could be that.
I don't know. I'm hyped for those two.
I have some show and tell. You spoiled it before you came, but I'm gonna go grab it.
Oi, oi.
Mo went hard on Black Friday
So-
and just bought
so,
controllers.
Black Friday, I was
apparently.
literally sitting there thinking, should I buy a PS5 Pro? There was like, but this is the first controller that I bought, which is the Nintendo Switch Online GameCube controller for the Switch 2. When we were playing
Lego Party.
Lego Party, we were playing Lego Party at my house the other day. And I was like, damn, I had like an old wired like GameCube controller that I was playing on. Like, man, I wish I was playing this on the GameCube controller, like Nintendo Online. So I bought this one right here. Looks beautiful. It actually looks so good in the case. I don't even want to take it out.
That
Then
was $90, right?
it was 80 Canadian dollars. Then I proceeded to purchase a controller, which on the show I actually talked smack about. But upon closer inspection, I was like, damn, this controller looks good.
I don't think it looks good.
that looks,
I didn't think it looked good either, but if you look close to the details over on the side, I think it looks better than the gold one. This was the one originally, it wasn't going to be available here in Canada, but
I'm remembering the gold one. I'm like, yeah, that's whatever.
yeah,
This one looks like.
this one
I
looks
think
really
it
cool.
looks the same. and
I
it's
don't
not
know, man.
anything different.
It looks really good to me. This is the Ghost of Yote controller. Also, probably wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't on sale. It was on sale for $85 as well. So I was like, whatever. I'll cop it. And the last thing I bought is a controller that I've been eyeing for some time. But I was waiting for them to release like an Xbox Green version of, which they never released. This is the see-through Pulse Cypher Xbox controller. These ones were cheap before Xbox started putting the price up for everything. So when they put the price up for everything, I was like, okay, I'm not going to buy this anymore. But it went on sale and it dropped back to what the regular price of it was, $80 for this guy over here. So yeah, that is my controller spending spree on controllers that I do not need.
I don't know why you bought the Xbox one.
What do you mean?
Bring back see-throughs.
The
Like-
see-through controller. I've been eyeing this one for a year. I was waiting for them to. I was hoping they'd drop like an Xbox Green, like the original Xbox. They didn't, so I've been eyeing this for a long time, Derwood, for like a year now, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna cop it now. Yeah, I love this controller, and I mean, yeah, Xbox is dead as a platform, but I actually still have a Series X right here, and
Could always hook it up
obviously
to the
for
Steam Deck.
Steam Deck compatibility. It's the best one for Steam Deck compatibility compared to
But the
this.
Steam controller is going to be coming out.
But
Steam
that thing's
Machine's
gonna be
gonna
like
be-
100. So.
You literally have $300 worth of controllers in front of you.
Yeah, but
Or
150.
controllers that you don't need.
150. I don't know. I mean, I would have rather bought this than this, to be honest with you, because I already have like 4 PS5 controllers. I don't need another one.
You don't need any of them.
I don't need any of them. That's the point of this.
You have the Elite controller for your
I
Xbox.
do have the Elite controller for my Xbox, which I have to keep away from my son because he takes all the freaking knobs.
Yeah,
off of
like
it.
sure, the GameCube one, I guess, but
Oh,
the
man,
rest
this see-through one.
you
dude,
could have
look
got
at
the
this.
PS5 Pro.
This guy is literally sitting here talking smack, and you should see, you should see the amount of tech he spends money on. Anyway, I'm keeping them there when I'm not returning any of these. I'm gonna make you look at them every time you come down here. You have to use, if we ever play co-op on anything, you have to use one of those 3 controllers. It has to be the one you use.
No, I'm gonna bring the Steam Deck controller.
Nah.
And then you're gonna be jealous.
The Steam Deck controller is gonna be $250 probably. The Steam
$250?
controller?
No way.
Yeah.
That's way too
Okay,
much money.
all jokes aside, they are selling that. They are gonna sell the Steam machine without it. Sell the Steam
yeah,
machine
it's
without
gonna
the
be
controller.
optional.
If it's gonna be optional, means it's gonna be expensive. I think.
I mean, I think they're giving the option of like, not everyone's going to use a controller, mouse and keyboard.
No, for Steam machine, it's a console competitor.
Yeah, but how? It's like this big. Put it on your desk.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I think it's more meant to get into the console space than get into the PC space, right?
We'll have to see.
We will.
More months.
Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us. I hope you liked what you listened to. If you did, leave us a like. If you didn't, leave us a dislike.
Leave anything.
Subscribe, comment, anything, share with your friends. We are at the Slow Run Cast on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcast. Thanks for joining us, guys, and enjoy the Game Awards on December 11th. December 11th, right?
Yes.
Thursday.
Yes.
Thursday at 6 Mountain Time, so that's 5 Pacific Time. Yeah, and listen to our Game Awards predictions episode as well. Thanks, guys, and we are out.